Well, I thank you for inviting me to share with you. And this is what I do. I share with a lot of different people. My interpreter didn't show up, he got a bellyache. So I wonder if I can find one. Well, the first thing I want to speak about, about my grandma. My grandma was a great woman. She was the only medicine woman there was. So, in the early days, people used to travel over, they say Moose Track or Rabbit Track. They stopped there down there. So Grandma had a bunch of pups, and she told them, go ahead now. I walked behind, and she walked behind, and them pups started smelling. And she went off the trail, and she see frost on the holder, and that was a bird den down there. She knew that was a bird den. And she chopped a big willow down, and she poked in there, bear can fool you. You don't just go right straight down. He can cover himself up. So she poked in there and she felt that bear move. So she jumped on top with her little axe there. And she hit that bear right in the head. I don't know. I have a lot of guts to do that. I don't think I would. And there was a big flood. It was down in Indiana. That's where I was born and raised. And a big flood, and they built a big cache. Just poles under. And they turned the dogs loose, and the dogs just went all over. And Mom told Grandma, get up, the ice is coming. Ice is coming right towards them. She grabbed her boots, and Mouse had young ones. She grabbed them, Mouse, and just squeeze them like that. She killed them and threw it towards that ice, and that ice just stopped right there. Oh, all them little things, I believe in that in our way. It was starvation down there. And the flood was coming, and there was 3 medicine men in the camp. And they told them, medicine men, people, what's the matter? You're not doing nothing to help kids that are hungry. Why don't you get and start making medicine? Do something. They kept after them. Finally, he said, all right. He said, you put the kids in one big tent, and we'll make medicine. And they made medicine that night, and they told all the young boys, be ready, take your canoe and your rifle. Something black going to be going across it, so be ready. Sure enough, just by noon, a bunch of cowboys swimming across the river. And those are the things that, that I'm trying to teach our young people. Because like I say, depression is coming. It's here now. I've seen depression when I was a kid. Berries, water, you can't drink the water, nothing. You gotta boil it and stuff like that. And this is what I'm doing right now, that I travel around and goes to the school and stuff. I don't get paid for that. I just go on my own. But they pay my plane fare and stuff. And I enjoy that because, I have, at the school down there, I have circle talk every Friday night too. And I believe, that's what's happening right now because a lot of people commit suicide and stuff like that, and kids and stuff like that. Because, it gets bigger and bigger and we don't tell each other what's bothering us. So that's why I have circle talk. I make them come out what ails you and stuff like that. And they come out and they tell me about those things. So there are so much things, That's what I do for my living. I don't get paid for that, but my heart goes out for the kids. I don't care. My mother always tell me that no matter who they are, black or white or yellow, you sit down and you share with them. And that will make you feel better yourself and make you stronger. See, right now I can't hardly walk, but I don't give up. I'm going to keep it going. And I just hope that the young people can do the same. I think about these things. We don't have no leaders. Our leaders can't talk their native tongue and stuff. In order to be a leader, you got to know the both sides of it. I think I'm the only one here in Fairbanks can talk our native tongue. And I feel good about that. Everywhere I go, New Zealand, Australia, all over Canada, everywhere I go, I say my prayers in my native tongue. And they like what I'm doing. So those are the things that I want to share with you because it's getting tougher. You see, what's happening right now, we don't get no snow, no nothing. Because the Creator is mad because we don't pay attention. You know what the old people told us, that they never used to have forest fire and all that stuff. When they went up to the moon, they didn't have to go up to the moon. And that's what I'm saying. When they said, don't do that, and we don't listen, we'll go on. I believe that's what's happening. That's the reason right now that you see they're having all that fire and everything going on out in the States. Well, that's what's happening. We're going against the nature so much right now. And that's the reason I'm trying to warn the young people to be quiet. And if you know it's not good for you, I want you to say no. Another thing, to be on time. Be on time. I got a young fella taking care of me in town here. And he goes out and he don't come back for a while, and I get worried about him. Well, the one little thing that Canada, down in the Yukon down there, they call it Canada. they stretched the wire, telegraph wire, and they had camp on Eternia. They never called it Eternia, they called it Fort Gibbon. So this one, the cook goes out to the village, and she was trying to teach him how to speak English. And he goes down there all the time, every day. So he got to know this old man, and he can speak English a little bit. So he went down there, and he had a cat, a red cat. And the old lady was setting snares, and she was going through her snare. And they make spring set, they don't have the snare. If you catch them, that rabbit is hanging like that. So she was going through the snares, and she got see this red rabbit with long tail on a long tail. And she got scared, and she poked it. So she went back and told the people, there's something devilish coming. So they all went back up there. They went back up to look at that red rabbit. They come back and they don't know what to do. So he went back up there, and the cook told him, my cat missing, he said. My cat is gone, he said. You see it? No, he said. And he didn't know what was that. So he went back down again, and he told him again. And there's some days they make moonshine, So they gave him couple of that white moonshine. And he coming back to the village, and he was singing, he was staggering just like that. Everybody got scared. They told him, what happened to you? He said, Konto. Konto means white water, And they couldn't get into him. Finally, he passed out. They made medicine for him. He threw up, and finally, they didn't know what to do with that cat, so they made a big fire, and they burned it up. That's red rabbit. So those are the things that, I'm trying to do right today. Not the red rabbit, though. But, we used to drive rabbits every once in a while. And those are the things I'm trying to bring back. Now they're saying that we have to cut that out, talking our native talk. Not me. I'm going to continue doing that. I don't give up, even though I'm crippled. I want to keep going. I want my young people to do the same, because it's getting tougher and tougher. They claim that we're going to be running out of water, the glacier is going to all melt out, and it's happening. And that's what I'm saying right now, when they went up to the moon, and that's what did it. That's what happened. That's why right now today, you see all the fire they're having and all those things. I'm superstitious now in a lot of ways. And I believe it's right too. Because we're going against nature so much, I didn't go to school hardly. I just went to second grade, and I lost my dad when I was really young. So my mother raised me up. So I was going to school from home. I walk home. And I seen a couple of old people cutting wood. One of them was blind. And the old lady with the sawing wood, one on each end they were sawing wood. So I stopped and I watched them, I looked at them, and it come to me that my mother always tell me, never pass up the elders. If you see some gotta be done, if you wash your dishes or pat the water, it'll give her the health. And I believe right today that's what happened right now. That that I did something when I was young. And them old people give me their spirit. And that's what it is. So I never went to school for 2 days. So the lady came down from the mission and told Mom, what's the matter? Your son never went to school for 2 days. And she said, I don't know. I'll talk to him tonight. So Mom never scolded me or nothing, always put me in a corner, put a blanket over me, and I have to sit there till I change my mind that I'm not going to do it again. So that night she blew the candle out and we sit down and she told me, now I want you to tell me the truth. What did you do? You lied to me. She said, now I ain't gonna take your hand. What she said, God ain't gonna take your hand. She said, you tell lies like that. So I told her that, and she never said nothing for a long time. She said, thank you, you did something right, she says. And those are the things, that I want to carry on. Because I believe that, that the parents is not telling their young kids these things to be ready. I got a couple, one of them is here now, and she stays with me down there. And she's from New York. Now she knows what it is to be out there. And those are the things and there's another one that I taught how to talk our native tongue, and she talks better than I do right today. And my people would come down and visit me and want to do the same. Just the non-native people come down my camp. It's going the other way. I feel bad about that. In order to be a leader, you got to know the both sides of it. The both sides of it. As I travel all over New Zealand, Australia, all over, and they tell me the same thing. The same thing, that we've got to keep our young people going. And those are the things that I want you young people to carry on. Because it's getting shorter and shorter. There'll be nobody to pass on nowadays now. Right today, the elders got tired. They said it's no use, they're not paying attention. So they took all that wisdom when they passed away. And there's nothing left for us. Like me right now, though, I don't give up. I want to carry on. And these two ladies here, that I'm going to teach them as much as I could. And I believe they're going to carry on. She stayed with me one winter down there. Stayed in a little cabin. And she heard a noise outside, so she thought it was me. She opened the door, here was that big bull moose standing right facing. I I don't think she'll open the door for nobody now. So those are the things I want to really continue, pass these things on, because it's getting shorter and shorter. It's getting bad because we're going against nature. I had some kind of a heart attack one time out there, and she was with me. And snow that deep, both our snow machine got stuck, we couldn't get him out, and she practically carried me home. She made fire. She made fire and put spruce bough underneath me. You see, my people won't know what to do. They could get all excited. So I believe right today that non-native is the one that are listening. I got one guy over at university. He's a weatherman, and I taught him how to talk our native tongue. He went up to North Way and talked their native tongue too. So those are the things, that we gotta look forward for. So I feel good about inviting me coming down here, that these people maybe will pay attention and do like what I say. And I don't go to church or nothing, but I strongly believe in my heart that, like I say, all these things happening, that I'm trying to share it with the young people. So I thank you very much, Bessie.
Thank you, Howard.